Good afternoon, everybody. Yeah. Severe Lachey, and I've been on Facebook. Somebody's nerve. Because somebody want to be dead. But I'm still here in the glory of God. I'm still here because it was divine order. Aren't you mad you're not God? You ain't God, baby. Okay. You're just not God. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, pumpkin. So, good afternoon. This is Olivia in the Shade. I'm coming here from Illinois, not Chicago, but I'm here. And got friends calling, hey, you coming back to this state or that state? And where you at and what you doing? And how are you feeling? They didn't call me for Mother's Day, so I ain't interested in this conversation. See that? Nobody called me for Mother's Day, which is fine. That's not a big deal. I know who I am. I know what I do. Okay, so it's what it is. And people were probably paid not to contact me, which is foolishness. But it is what it is. Okay. So we've been thanking God for his divine order and me not taking it lightly because I would be dead if I did. And I'm grateful. The time that I settled a situation was probably close to someone, if I had handled it any differently, would have probably actually had access to do what they really wanted to do, which was kill me, forget I'm alive. They actually wanted me up off the earth, but I said no. Oh. Hello, so I'm still here, and I do have a song. You can't tell me he ain't real. You can't tell me God ain't real. You can't tell me that. I know he's real, and people think it's a joke, and they still think, what is this foolishness she's speaking? I ain't got to nothing to do that. It'll be on the news. I'm telling you, somebody is gonna be on the news. This is some foolishness. This is a great book or some egregious foolishness, and I don't feel nothing about it. Um, I gave it over to Jesus, and now I would say it suits me fine. What? I gave it over to Jesus, and it suits me fine. All right, don't steal that. I don't care. Listen, so again, God gave me all the stuff is on Facebook. If you follow me, you can like, share, subscribe. You can support me. I think I put it on here. My Cash App, if you want to send a donation, is fine. If not, I mean, I can make it to heaven. It's okay. It's all right. Yeah. But we've been talking about Mephibosheth. Now, Mephibosheth. Did I spell it right? Yes. Of Lodibar. Now, with this, we've been talking about trusting God to lead you to where you're needed. Or, it's on here somewhere. Trusting God to where He needs you to be. Okay. Or where you're needed. Um, Now, the reason why this came up last night, I'm not sure really, but it's Second Samuel. What? Oh, Father God, thank you, Lord. Okay. Second Samuel, and again, I'm sure you can go on to First Samuel and get the history of the story and the characters. Again, this is real life. I do take these things seriously, but they still are characters and witnesses in the Word of God. Okay. Um, in the story, this little king, or soon to be king, that would have been a king, King Mephibosheth, um, was of royalty that had a kingdom, a province, an area. Um, Lo and behold, there were battles back then, people trying to take over, or certain things transpired, and people wanted to fight or take your stuff. And this happened somehow. I'm not sure how David is connected. I read the story. I had it down then, but for whatever reason, can't bring it to mind. Not David, but Saul and Solomon and different people. Excuse me, Jonathan Alden. Somehow, this young boy during this battle was being cared for by a maid or something, some lady, that was taking care of him, and a housekeeper or something. She was watching him, babysitter, I don't know. And when the battle started, she felt the obligation to protect him. She was there, and why would you leave the child alone during this big war or whatever, this attack on the house against the father and whoever else. So she goes to pick him up and take him to safety, and she falls, and it lames him permanently. Excuse me, he's permanently injured. Permanently injured. And so um, he is injured. However, this lands him in poverty, where he does not have anything. This place, Lodi Bar, has nothing. Has nothing. There's nothing there. There's no life. There's no movement. There's no growth. There's no food. I mean, it's just there's nothing there. You know, it's really hopeless, really dark. Nothing growing. Nothing getting better. Good afternoon. Hello. Hi. Yes. You want to come in? Yeah, you can come in. Thanks. And hold on. Give me a minute. You go. You go. So they go to save him, maim him, and they're tossed into poverty. Total loss. Nothing's going well. And so where is the other little thing? Anyway. Oh. So, yes.
What do you need?
I mean, what do they normally maintain?
You don't need
Maybe more tissue.
tissue?
Yeah, maybe another towel.
Towels?
One face and one
One
hand
face.
towel.
Hand
I'll give it
towel.
to you.
And okay.
Maybe a little sleeping. I don't want the floor to get too far.
Okay.
So, he's in this place, and David somehow comes out of the woodwork and starts sending for him. Like, where's the people
You need
that-
garbage bag?
for the garbage?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I'm doing watermelon. We don't want that to get bigger. Right?
Okay. I'm being to you.
I'll put it in there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm
Thank
gonna
you.
give it to you.
Thank you. There was a bag in there. Okay, so well, I asked her to sweet, so if she doesn't, that's great. So it's like watermelon in here. Watermelon, yeah. So um so they David sends people out, or he's sending out the word that he needs to find someone in the house left from the house of Saul, that he may show him kindness for Jonathan's sake. Now, again, we can go into who's Jonathan, who's Saul, and all that. Do it on your own time. They found him and had him taken care of, restored justice. It says, again, this is somebody else's story. I don't know if we have time to go through 2 Samuel, the 9th chapter, first to 13th verse. And also with this story, King James Version. I kind of like the Messenger. Let's see what it says. Yes, let's try the Messenger Bible. All right, so an open table for Mephibosheth. Okay, so one day David said, "Is there anyone left of Saul's family? If so, I'd like to show him some kindness in honor of Jonathan." It happened that a servant of Saul's household named Ziba was there. They called him into David's presence. The king said to him, "Are you Ziba?" "Yes, sir," he replied. The king asked, "Is there anyone left from the family of Saul to whom I can show some godly kindness?" Ziba told the king, "Yes, there's Jonathan's son, lame in both feet." "Where is he?" "He's living in the home of Machir, son of Amiel in Lodibar." King David didn't lose a minute. He sent and got him from the home of Machir, son of Amiel in Lodibar. Again, this is a place that had nothing popping at all. When Mephibosheth, son of Jonathan, who was a son of Saul, came before David, he bowed deeply, abasing himself, basically humbling himself, honoring David. David spoke his name. He said, "Yes, sir." "Don't be frightened," said David. "I'd like to do something special for you in memory of your father Jonathan. To begin with, I'm returning to you all the properties of your grandfather Saul. Furthermore, from now on, you'll take all your meals at my table." Shuffling and stammering, not looking him in the eyes because he's having this, oh boy, this complex from this place. "Who am I that you pay attention to a stray dog like me?" I mean, this man was a king's son, and he's just really broken down in spirit. David then called in Ziba, Saul's right-hand man, and told him, "Everything that belongs to Saul and his family, I've handed over to your master's grandson. And you and your sons and your servants will work this land." And I believe he's talking to Ziba at this point. "Everything that belongs to Saul and his family, I've handed over to your master's grandson." So Saul was Ziba's boss, and he's telling Ziba, which was Saul's worker, right hand man, I'm assuming, everything that belonged to your grandfather and his family, I've handed over to his worker, Ziba. Hello. Yes, how can I help you? "I'm not a senior, Becky. I need you to remove me from your list. Thank you." All right. Call me every day. I'm for senior benefits. And I keep saying, take me off the list. And I'm still called. Yeah. "You and your sons and your servants will work his land," talking about Ziba, "and bring in the produce provisions for your master's grandsons." So this Ziba's master is serving the grandson. Okay. So Mephibosheth himself, your master's grandson, from now on will take all his meals at my table. Ziba had 15 sons and 20 servants. "All that my master the king has ordered his servant," answered Ziba, "your servant will surely do." And Mephibosheth ate at David's table, just like one of the royal family. He also had a small son named Micah. All who were part of Ziba's household uh, where were now the servants of him. See, Mephibosheth lived in Jerusalem, taking all his meals at the king's table. He was lame in both feet. So just repeating, we understand, but he's now restored. Sometimes after this, the king and the emirates died, and Hanan, his son, succeeded as the king. David said, I'd like to show some kindness to Hanan, the son of, oh, he just went on through. I don't know about this story, but treat him well, kind. His father treated me. That's nice when you can go back and show honor to someone. You know, I tried to do that, and those people were so far gone in pride, riddled with whatever. It was a bad deal. They were so full of themselves and their little accomplishments. But I want you to be encouraged to trust God to lead you to where you need to be. Okay. Okay. I don't know what happened to these phones. Um, is that called blocked? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Was this called blocked? What is it? Declined, not connected. I don't think I declined it. Um, okay. What the frick is going on here? I don't know what that is. I'm not gonna worry about it. Someone's trying to call. So, oh, oh, no, I'm not gonna do that. So, God went and sought out King Mephibosheth to restore him back to where he was supposed to be, which was among royalty at the king's table, amongst those people, not amongst the people that had no hope and no dreams, eating as a dog, a stray, whatever he called himself. So I'm gonna say there's a lot of people that were led astray for various reasons. It could have been $50, $500. It could have been a position, a husband, a wife. You know, people distract you and try and come between you and make things bad so that they can control you, hurt you, and do things that are. Everybody that reads this story and hears about it knows that this is a cycle we're accountable. And God had to really step in and put his foot on some people's necks and almost stop them from breathing. My prayer is that these people find repentance, whoever they are, in my energy. They were literally playing with my energy. You guys may not understand that, but this is why clubs in various places were invented. These people are harvesting your energy, whether it's your money, your position in life, it could be a job, it could be somewhere along the way they found out that you have something coming, and they're surrounded by people that want to take it. Now, these could be famous people. How do you do that? Famous people see our pages just like we see our pages, and in some cases, in a psychotic way, they almost want to sacrifice you in a sense to get their fame or keep their fame going, and that's how some people survive. As long as they're sacrificing someone, literally killing them or doing something they shouldn't do to that person to jump themselves into something spiritually dark, very satanic, they won't make it because they won't connect with the true source, which is God. So when they're doing this stuff and people are reading it, they're like, "Oh my God, this is crazy! Oh, what the f? Oh, what the f? Oh, what the hell? Oh, wow! Oh, damn!" I mean, they really be cursing like this is outrageous. Like they've never read such outrageous. I'm trying to stuff I go through. I can't make this stuff up. These people are literally singing the song that God. I told you guys since a long time. Some people have just been so disrespectful to me, and they thought I was scared or I was a punk. And even my dad, you got to stand up for yourself. And he's probably, if he's my father, the main culprit. I'm telling you, there's two, at least two. There's a lot of masculines, but there's two dominant, three really dominant monkeys, maybe four, about six that are really tap dancing since probably 1990 something. But they've become very dominant in these 2000s, especially lately, like 2015, 2012, 13. They done stepped up to crazy. I mean, it just doesn't stop. I don't get a break. I don't. You all wonder why I'm so serious. I do not get a break. Somebody's always trying to take my life or Tear up my car, take my life, or take my life. Poison. Y'all don't get it. I don't need to dance. I need to be shouting. Hey, glory. I can't make up this stuff. I cannot make it up. I've been telling y'all what's been going on. Every step. Facebook, YouTube. I don't go too much on YouTube. But I'm gonna start. I don't come on here to play. I'll be telling y'all real stuff, and if I'm sounding crazy, it's probably because I'm doped up. Somebody's been doping and poisoning, and I made it. I have to heal myself a lot of times. How do I do it? I listen to God. He only knows the intricate parts of what you need and who you are. Different chemical imbalances, rituals that have been performed on you while you're asleep, next to a demon that was hired to hurt you. That guy wants to touch this wicked, cold-hearted person's heart, and he did. This guy melted down. God humbled him and taught him that there's more to life than his hatred and his cold-blooded stance against God. God showed him. And he doesn't know how to, again, pride. I don't think he's like, oh, I don't believe that anymore. It's more or less, tell me more. I'm fascinated. I think this is going to save my life. Pretty much, there's a lot of people that could very well, if I snap my darn finger right now, yeah, they would just pop off the earth. I know it. Right now, I'm in golden state. Everything turns to gold if I say it, think it, or snap those fingers. Just is, because you know what I did? I didn't go within my feelings and try and respond to these people. Again, they wanted me to look crazy. They were saying I was crazy. I knew what they was doing. And they knew I knew what they was doing, but they thought they'd pull it. And it was no one off limits. Everybody's ashamed. I'm sure that's why they don't really want me around or want me coming around. I would be ashamed too. But I don't feel ashamed. I didn't do anything wrong. That's why I stay clear. I knew from the get-go when I was younger that one adult, well, both adults had very nasty, different personalities that they shouldn't have had towards the child. So I know I was in trouble. Whoever these people are, very indifferent personalities to a child. A child that I don't recall doing anything. Before anything happened, they were really indifferent, not very nice, not very supportive, very competitive. I didn't have a chance. I feel sorry for little girls to have mothers that are insecure, jealous, crazy, and not their mothers. And they're just like that movie Mommy Dearest. That lady. Keep calling. Good afternoon.
Yes, hello. My name is Joseph from Medical Breaks, and I'm calling based on the fact that we may have missed your call, and now we're following up with the coverage on your vehicle. Are you still carrying the 2017?
Is this the warranty department? Do y'all cover the catalytic converter? What do you call catalyst converter? Okay. I know they don't cover it. I'm gonna hang up. They don't care about your catalyst converter and everything on your car. They ain't gonna do that for a convertible. It just does not. Father God, be with me today and every day of my life. I need you so much. I mean, I've been through a lot, guys. Oh, oops. Okay. So you close the door for somewhere. Oh, I feel safe when it's in here. I don't know why. It's familiar. You feel that? Familiar. I made a phone call. So, yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. There's a lot. God shows me how to heal myself, such as my legs. The last thing he did, they were really, really, really in pain. I had to really limp. I still do. Like on rainy days, they really go out. But for some reason, right up in here and over here, I guess he didn't want me to walk or function. So if I can't walk and I can't charge my phone, I can't function, then very well I could be overtaken, right? But God, am I mad at anybody? No, these people need psychiatric help, for real. That's it. They need help. No one was helping them. I got you. Because you could have been stopped and you didn't. I mean, this went way too egregiously long. Way too long. And I patiently with it, and nobody cared, and it didn't stop. And when it got real crazy, because again, people try to make you look crazy. They know what to do. They know you. Apparently, they know. You know what? They just pick and click. So long story short, I trusted God to kind of get me through this thing because the wheels were falling off this freaking bus and it wasn't stopping. It just wasn't going to stop. What is this also ice? It wasn't going to stop. It just wasn't. So I trusted God. That's all I had. Who's going to tell your mama, your daddy? Ghostbusters? Who are you going to call? Huh? I called Jesus. That's who I had. Again, it didn't make sense. People wanted me to fight. They wanted to fight me. They wanted me to get hurt in some accident or a battle or some tug of war. And God didn't give me the spirit of fighting. And that's what they were looking at. I'm not a fighter. I'll use my words. I'll say things to protect myself, but I wasn't getting physical. People wanted to get physical. They wanted to get physical. But because they couldn't, because I wasn't doing anything, and I'm not crazy, and you're not crazy, so why would you want to attack me? What am I doing? So they people wanted to really hurt me. It was that evil. They really wanted to slap my phone out my hand and break up my stuff, my computer, everything. They just really didn't want me to have no communication with outside world. They really wanted me dead. They wanted me dead. And you say, well, why? Well, from what I'm understanding, there is some money somewhere. There's some money, houses for somebody. I don't know who this is. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. I can't breathe. I won't believe it till I see it. I don't get it. And somebody's been spamming my phone. They've been playing with my phone. This is an FBI phone, government phone. So go up. Maybe they can watch me playing on the phone. I don't know, but it's too much. So I gave it to God. Again, I'm not bothering anybody. What I want to fight you for if I'm crazy. Now you have a property that supposedly belongs to me, and you're trying to wait till I'm dead so you can really enjoy it and beat me and pretend that this is you and you're me. All this foolishness. See all these spam calls, scam, likely. Hello? Who? I'm so sick of this. I think it's my phone. Hello? Right. So I do my best to, again, if I don't know what's going on, what am I fighting for? If I'm crazy, and you're creating an illusion, I'm being cold hard, hiring people to hire and fire me, and hiring people to love and hate me, and hiring people to get me pregnant and leave me and break my heart, and then getting the kids to leave me, making them believe something's wrong with me because everybody is celebrating with everybody else and pretending they're the big shit when I am. And I knew that, and that's why I kept my composure because queens don't fight. They sit and they rule. And the ruling is off with your head, you're going to jail. I didn't have to get crazy loud. I have to come online and cuss nobody out. I have to come here. Well, if I don't do, I'll be mad. If I don't kill somebody. no matter what they did, none of this would have prospered. And they've been trying so hard for centuries. I feel like this is me. I've been feeling this for a long time. I talked about it here and there, but again, under the Dope Act and the Poison Act, I wasn't supposed to be saying anything. So if you're going around telling people I'm crazy and all that, that would explain why people like no of them. And they will watch and be fascinated. Like, yeah, she talking crazy about something. We don't know what she's talking about. That was the MO. Make it look like I was just talking. But again, I'd already seen some stuff. It wasn't for me to talk about. Because when God spoke, it would have been said. And I'm kind of instructed to just keep doing my little cards and talking. I don't get into that because it ain't hit the news yet. I don't want the funerals. So I'm praying that these enemies that, again, I didn't give out no applications. Did nobody give my permission to do this, sugar? Okay. Did nobody ask me if they could do this? Okay. Did nobody ask me, was this cool? Was this okay? Mm-mm. They didn't ask me. Not at all. God bless their ministry. Yeah. God bless their little ministry. So, again, God told me to do this. But we've talked about King Mephibosheth. Trust God to lead you to where you need to be. 2 Samuel 9, 1 and 3. Now, he didn't trust, but God made a way. But to us today, we can actually trust that as long as we're avoiding these, we can get to where we need to go. Now, even if you're in these energies, God can still lead you and put you in the right place. The guy that I was telling you about, they've been sending his boy off since he was real little, just sending him into stuff. So he was easy to manipulate to be a hitman or undercover cop gone bad. Somebody is an undercover cop. Somebody probably really is under FBI rule or sitting around getting, his spare time off his clock. He does what he want to do. Okay, whoever this is, woman, man. But they actually are probably some type of agent or something. I don't know. You see people going to jail, they're probably actually being picked up and questioned on why they was a part of some foolishness. But they probably are undercover and they probably found some real liking you that you're so honest like they should be. Instead of being an informant. And that's probably what they are, an informant. Just showing up as an agent. Probably an FBI employee. Who knows? Who cares? But if you're in these, God knows how to pick you up by your collar and throw you where you need to be. And I kept telling him that. He was put with me for safety and for teaching and learning. And he didn't want it. That's fine. It's his prerogative. But because this is sort of divinely ordered, he needed intervention. He was on a crazy trail. Okay. God threw him back over towards me to fix his life. Ayala. Thank you. Because that's true. People need to do their life work. They need to go through their traumas, their issues, abandonment, whatever. Get that mess right. God wants to help us. So my point is, whatever you're doing, do it on the positive side. Do not feel pressure from people that you've been a clown with on Bozoville that enjoy your foolishness. Don't feel pressure from them. God's trying to correct you. Crabs in a barrel syndrome. Well, we want you down. Clown County. Town hall meetings for Bozoville activity itinerary. Again, if you're doing anything to kill, steal, or destroy, the devil will pay you royally. Overtime for the SHIT you do. Yeah, no. You don't mind paying you back, he ain't get no friends. He's a lawyer with his payments. The earth is set up that way. That's why he's getting hell. The whole universe is set up for you to get what you put out. So the devil's trying to recruit God's creations. His battle is already lost. He's going to hell. Him and whoever's following him. And laughing and giggling at the people of God, the good people that you're stealing from. Ah, so funny. Who's going to get the last laugh? Okay. Yeah. Somebody's going to get the last laugh. Ah, so funny. It's funny, right? You thought it was a regular person. Okay, you kill him. Now you're trying to scare him. Good luck. Somebody's going on the run. And if it's at the airport or in your car. Now again, I'm instructed to pray for you guys to see the light on this journey. Some people ain't woke up yet. They're still asleep. That's the thing. They're asleep. Because I'm not mad. They're asleep. They're not woke yet. That's what I kept telling him. I mean, the stuff he was doing told me he's asleep. He's not awake. Good God. He wasn't awake. So how do you blame him? He wasn't awake. So I guess he started trying to figure what the frick you kind of awake. Like he's still sleepwalking. I did it. I think it's just the path of life for us to go through. And it's like you're just not aware of the realities of God. Again, the parties, the clothes, the money, you're not awake. No. Not if you do a crime for it. Not if you're doing debauchery or any of these. You're not awake. You're asleep. You're walking as a zombie, dead in sin. Listen to the gospel song. I was dead in sin, deeply stained within. God came, woke me up. Now I'm found. I'm not lost anymore. I'm not blinded. Or I'm not asleep. I'm not sleeping with. I'm walking with blinders on. I see the whole picture now. I can see clearly. Now the rain is gone. The clouds are gone. A lot of people are asleep, and they're not understanding why things are happening the way they are. It's because you're not awake yet. So I can't get mad at you. You haven't tapped into your God self, so you're the evil thing. Now, there's no in between, but I can tell when somebody wakes up and they're just not sure what to do after that. Kind of like being healed. It's like, well, okay, I can walk now, but I've been on these crutches and I've been getting this money all this time, and all of a sudden now I can walk. I mean, what am I supposed to do? Rehab? What do I do? Where do I live? I mean, I've been living on this, right? I've been living this way. I've been limited like this or like that. I mean, how do I now exist with full functioning heart? So my teeth were missing. All of a sudden they grew back. Yeah, I can go and eat, but can I adjust to the fact that they all just grew back in, or I got them all replaced? I mean, wow. I just smile and I'm more confidence, but how's it going to change my life? You have all these questions. It's great, but which way did they go? What happened? Right? So you got to make an adjustment. And again, I would say the things that you usually do as a habit, you have to replace those. The thoughts that you have that would usually pop up, like sexual deviant thoughts. Some people are addicted to sex. It's not their fault. It's a childhood issue. So they are responsible, though, for maybe finding new ways to think healthily about sexual relationships and behaviors versus going with those feelings or whatever. They need to learn how to bring it to captivity. Everything that exalts itself against the knowledge of God. And all of this is against the knowledge of God. It works themselves. These are works that are against the knowledge of God. You have to bring those thoughts into captivity. And every high thing that exalts itself. Every high thing. So if the devil is magnifying anything, if the devil is magnifying anything, you have to apply the word of God to it. Like if he magnifies how beautiful someone is, and it's not your wife or husband, and you're not looking for a mate, and you're feeling those lusty feelings coming up, it's best you learn how to combat that. Again, love is the most powerful thing I think you're going to find. It may not fix everything, but God is love, and that is the most powerful thing on earth. God is love. So God is the most powerful power. So if you tap into this, I'm telling you, if you tap into love, man, the rest of the stuff probably won't follow. If it doesn't, you need to check what's holding you up. Is it a thought, a feeling, a person, a place, a thing? Maybe you're saying something you got to fix. But the fruits of the spirit, once you get love, which is God, everything else pretty much flows. And there is no law. These there's a bunch of spiritual and natural laws that get you. Again, if you're married and somebody is giving somebody else your affection and your attention and your money and resources and things like that, in some states you actually sue that person for alienation of affection. Hello? You actually take them and them and them and them to court in a divorce and prove the case. Just thought I'd throw that out. But if you learn how to be prudent, just, courageous, balanced, faithful, hopeful, and have charity, you're winning. And this is just 7 to coincide or to be antonyms to these. This is real life. You don't want these energies. You don't want them. They're bad. Some people seem like they really enjoy them. They're not good. It's not. Stick to the goodness. Stick to the fruit. Okay? Somebody's shadow banned or not being seen. You keep going. You keep going. Don't stop. Me, I don't ever see views here. I'll see maybe one person like something, and that like will go away as far as subscribers. But you keep going. Don't worry yourself with these people. You keep going, and you keep going, and you keep going, and going, and going, and going, and you keep going. Do not stop. Okay? Because these platforms may go away anyway, but your works will always be in the kingdom of God. Okay? Always. Um, always. It would never, ever, 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 ever stop. You're being recorded constantly in the heavenlies for good and or bad. Um, it doesn't stop. It's recorded. The book of life, the works, all that. And it will never stop. It will never stop. Don't think it will. It won't. It just doesn't. So you be blessed. So you keep going. Do not stop. Keep going and going and going. Do not stop. Do not stop. Do not be discouraged. Do not stop. Okay? Do not stop. Do not stop. And if no one watches your stuff, if no one comes to your stuff, if no one subscribes, if no one ever likes it, no one ever views it, you keep going because you did it for the will of God and you be obedient. You know, you're not here for popularity. You're not here for likes. You're not here to make friends. I mean, that's nice. You're not here for form, fashion, or fame. You're here because God told you to be here. You're here because God wants you to do this. You're here because God said so. And that is up to no one but him. And it doesn't matter who doesn't like it. You keep going. Right? Do not stop. God has a place where you are needed. And you need to trust him to guide or lead you there. Okay? So do not allow finances, locations, people, feelings, pleasing people, none of that stop you from where you are going. Some of us give up right before that breakthrough. And I mean that's the hardest. Like you've done all this stuff and it seems major firms threatened to leave Chicago as new mayor signed in. Really? Really? I'm not getting into politics. Okay. I'm going. Ooh, I need to turn on the heat. Yeah. I'm confused. Jamie Foxx is supposed to host a game show with his daughter, Corinne. amid his health battle. So I guess it's better. I heard he's out of the hospital. Um, so maybe he's getting right. Who is Marjorie Taylor Greene? Okay. Church has been investigated after claiming to be the site of a new miracle from God. Lord. Has done the best balanced transfer Russian troops taken over from Wagner and Bakhmut, abandoning open positions. Now, I'm going to get into reading the news, but hit songs you didn't know were written by Prince. Now, yeah, he did a lot of work. Oscar winner shares that my children are all queer. Unlock cash from your home without selling. The best cards for Gourmand. Diane Feinstein claims she hadn't been gone when asked about her lengthy absence from the Senate. Disney star vows to cancel Pirates of the Caribbean for good amid Johnny Depp drama. Oh, there's some new drama, huh? All right, what is this? Pneumonia front to bring sudden chill to Chicago. What? What? Things are starting to look really awful for Ted Cruz's re-election hopes. Why does he look red? Lord, The Bachelor star marries political strategist 2 years after coming out as gay. I'm gonna just move right up. Held America's highest job. Barack held America's highest job. Now he's getting a taste of what real work looks like. He works at the supermarket. Oh boy. Yeah. No migrants for the schools. Okay. Wounded man. Oh God. Oh, invaded Senate with life sentence to prison. Oh God. Twitter thread detailing women the media considered thick in the thousands is going viral, and Lizzo shared some important reminders as Gen Z. Oh, Sports Illustrated under fire for transgender model on the cover. Why would they get my attention? Why? Why? Okay. Ribero's daughter, scalpeled skin. Oh, boy, I have never felt so sensitive in my life. What's going on with somebody? What? At least you can go Howard Stern. Nah, that's a funny show. Wagner claims American soldier killed. Okay. Rejected child syndrome. Mom. Commander Phil wants to get out of retirement to play with Aaron. Sports Illustrated model then now. Rare photos of Princess Diana and Prince Charles. Shows that got canceled. The real reason beer companies are going woke. Rise. Who are these people? Chang E. Moon Palace building blocks for children. SVU fans reach out to her after her health update. Disney World changes vacation bookings immediately. Why? The story of Centenary Man that shocked and confused the web has its own truth. Centenary Man. Elephant isolated in captivity for 35 years and claims instantly at a new sanctuary home. Tennessee lawmakers. ABC renews 9 shows, but 2 series are recently being canceled. Who's outside the door? They're not actors you probably didn't know of British. Okay, they get more. Transgender influencers partners drop after spinal couples. Okay, we're gonna go back. Oh, Yellow Jackets. Fascinating. Is it on now? A little dipstick of it. Restored vision so fast. Rashid Wallace, his former coach. Oh man. Okay, let's go back to the top. The switch. What is going on in the world? Now, transgender model on the cover. I think it's the hair. I think it's the hair. Let me look again. Okay. That is a man. That is a man. Partnering transgender model after a featured Grammy winner and songwriter Kim Petras as one of the four models. Okay. Crosshairs. I don't care what they do. Personally, I was just looking at the hair. It was fascinating because I don't know. But that's a woman. Anyway. Um, I don't. I mean, it looks strange, but I mean the picture. Okay, so Kim Petras, Carl, a lot of beauty. I'm confused. I don't. Um, who's the person? All right, 2023 Sports Illustrated swimsuit edition cover model is a biological man with fake boobs. I really hope men are done, hashtag done, with Sports Illustrated. Okay. Okay. Oh, look at what? With fake boobs. Hold on. Wait. I really. Okay. None of my business, right? All right. All right. Grammy Award winning artist and history maker wasn't enough. Kim Petras. Now, I remember that. And this was a cute cover. I wouldn't know that was a line. No. I mean, that one picture, yes, but no. I probably wouldn't look and say, at all, disagree. No. Mm-mm. You. Yeah. Um, I'm gonna shut it. 'Cause I think that I need an help. Yeah, that's what I need to focus on. I guess I'll say Kim Petras. I'm trying to, I'm trying to get her name because it looks familiar. It says artist, German singer and songwriter. Alright, alright. Transgender pop star. Oh, okay. Now, what songs are these on? What about the transgender first? Brave child. Art the start really well. Because Otis Sports Illustrated swimsuit cover model. They're not gonna wear them today. No. 7 months pregnant. Nicole Williams English. Sports Illustrated debut. She wanted women to know that they feel sexy smiles. Oh, right now, Panthers. Alone is the song. Also shared their shoes was cited. Oh my god. What's the name of that song? Alone. By just let's check it out. Ooh. Oh, I don't Somebody's says people still it's true it's real. It's in my energy. Somebody's on some old time foolishness. I don't know if they want me to cry. Kim Petras, right? Everything I do just irritates this freaking face. But let's see what Miss Kim doing. It just came out on here. Let's do this. That's my name attached. His name. Yes, when I Okay, that's um, here. Oh, it's no longer available. That's rude. What? What? It says it's not available. Let's see. Yeah, that's yeah. Okay, yeah, gotcha. So, um, yeah, that's controversy. All right. Okay, all right. Now, um, yeah. So, I did that. I did it. Check it out. Check it out. You get the card. You can add section $13. Here we go. Pay our way. You contact for the past 2 years. Save funds for down payment. The closing cost of 6,000 is in that goal. Decide and finish. All right, thank you. I'm just gonna do all of them. All of them. All of them. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. So, guys, I'm not feeling well. Just not. Um, so, I'm gonna get on here again. If you're questioning any of this, how to walk in the Word of God, ask Him, ask someone. I'm available. The Golden Rule, the Ten Commandments, the New Commandment, all that. Check it out. Seven Deadly Sins, stay out. Seven Heavenly Virtues, get in, stay in. The rest of the flesh, chill out, let it go. Let those spirits go. They're evil. Fruits of the Spirit, embrace them, let them in. Okay. David and Goliath, trusting God to guide you to the slingshot and the five small rocks. We're going to get into that. We're looking into, what's this lady? Natalie Woods. We went through that. Gastonia, North Carolina. Someone can be from here somewhere. Could be me, who knows? This is so heavy on me. Who is this? I feel like somebody's doing it. Or maybe they're sad. Maybe somebody's hurting. I'll say it again. Trust God for this situation. Do not feel like, oh, I'm in so much trouble. I've done so much and they figured me out. Oh, listen. Just embrace the truth. God is love. He's patient. He's kind. He doesn't want anyone to perish. He doesn't want to destroy the earth again or the people, but it's inevitable. Hell is coming. But make sure you're in the God is love phase. Embrace it. That's it. Just go towards the light, Caroline. Her name is Anne. Go towards the light. And okay. All y'all Anns, go to the light. Have genuine faith, which is the evidence that God will use that He's won the battle. Your pure faith. Okay? So that's just about everything. And just remember, you can also trust God to lead you to where you need to be. We all have somewhere to be, so don't feel like, oh, I'm gonna be out. No, whatever you did, if there's karma, if you don't choose to fix it, it probably will be 5 to 10 years of wilderness, like you want it for whoever this is, like myself. I promise you, this seems like my story, guys. I can't make it up. I want to cry because this was such a big secret. No one told me anything to this day. So if it comes out, now this was my story. Don't say I didn't tell you. This is crazy. But it's so, and I know I'm not the only one that's going through something like this, but God kept showing me stuff, and I'm like, I'll just pray about it. I don't know what I'm seeing. I remember I just blurt things out and didn't understand it, but I would just say it, and people were like, she don't know, she's just talking. How does she know that though? And God began to show me a house, these trucks with locks on them, and hey, this is yours. And I'm like, she gave me some codes, man. And it's like, it's all in reference to this. Only you know what this is, and people are trying to take it, but they can't because it's divinely ordered for you. Whatever it is for you, not them. So no matter what they were trying down here like rats to steal or take, they have some consequences. And I don't have to worry. I didn't have to fight. Because I listen to God. I trusted God to lead me to where I needed to be, which is where you want it to be, but you don't belong there. I have to love you as I love myself. If I want any hurt or harm to come to me, why would I want it to come to you? And I surely could not be out here in this energy. But I knew something was going wrong. People have been stealing and tearing up stuff all my life. And I never responded. And they thought, oh, she's so weak and stupid. Well, I knew God would settle it. I haven't done anything. I mean, think about it. Again, if people are literally hiding this and telling people I'm crazy, or you that you're crazy, I'm going to tell you what happened. It's said that these people are going into different places like Indiana, Wisconsin, different surrounding areas over the borders to try and make you look crazy or bad. So the police may be after you. I've seen them several times look around me. I don't care. I'm innocent. I haven't done anything. And no matter what you said, it was recorded wherever you were. And God is already taking your spell work that you tried to work on all these people, if that's what you were doing, to make them see your way. God is bigger than all that. And He already saw fit that whatever's going on is going to be in my favor because I was ordained to do what I do. Good luck with the foolishness. Again, it was supposed to be deadly for you guys because He wanted it deadly for me. I pray that doesn't happen. Now that I think about it, it's because you're supposed to sit at the table and watch me. And if you're gone, you wouldn't even do it. If somebody's supposed to be on their deathbed, I prayed that God heal you. I did. If that wasn't my desire, that's what you put in the universe and it came back. Came back to you. But again, I don't think you knew who you were playing with. I knew who I was. I told y'all. I know who I am. You don't know who you are. You figured out. Probably gonna have the same test with some clown come along and think, oh, you can mess with her, yeah. Gumby style. Uh-huh. Yeah. Clown. And you're gonna stand in your power and be like, and do season. If I live her. See. She'll never know. How will she ever know? How will they ever know? God knows. You know what He ordained and wrote. So you can call it a mystery. You can call it a victory. It's up to you. It's Hidden Figures. And they're in the house with you right now, whoever you are. And they're going to stay there. And God is going to visit you. And again, this is supposed to be your deathbed, whoever you are. Not necessarily in the house, but somebody involved is supposed to be dead. And when they die, all this stuff's supposed to come out. Everybody's going to make you the scapegoat. I pray no. I don't know what it even is. I know it seems like there's two people, but I feel two energies. And I've always seen these two energies work in my life. And I ignored them because I figured they were ignorant. And I knew the truth. Whatever somebody was hiding or using that belonged to me, which would seem to be normal because the mama was a demon whore. She didn't have a brain cell of a human or God. As much as people talk about God, they weren't in that space. And I don't blame them. You know, that's what they're saying. But God knows all. And so I didn't have to have feelings about it. Right? It was all working out for you. Just working it out. Just working it out. And it came in due season. Came at a good time. Social media blew up. I didn't ask for that. Other things opened up. I didn't ask for that. And now this. And it will only be evidence not for me, but God. It will be evidence for God of his victory. And what is his victory? That he died for all of us, that we all may live, have life, and have it more abundantly. And so that no one be cursed and go to hell. We're his creation. He doesn't desire that anyone dies or is lost or perished prematurely. He has an expected end for us all. So all y'all laughing at me, making fun of me about what I say and doing, trying to block me on social medias. You only advertised me. I thank you. You only advertised me and God. And I might not see it on here, on social media. But again, my name very well could be written in the Lamb's Book of Life, and that is the goal here. Not to be in newspapers or magazines or anything, but in the heart of the King of God. That's it. I got a call. What time is it? Phone call to make. I hope this is open. Oh, maybe I can do it here. Let's see if I can. Here. If they'll let me get in and do this. No. Oh, that's not here. Let's get another card. Okay. Come on, Tenacity. So, be encouraged. There's a lot more I want to say. But stay tuned. This is sad. People still don't have a clue what's going on. What's going on? Here. Oh boy. Chat is disabled for this video because what? Because for children? Okay. Well, we're going to take that off, huh? Yeah, we're going to take that off. Yeah. Okay, we're going to go back in and change this. Okay, so if I take this off, wait. Here. I'm going to take it off. Let's see if I can take it off. Okay. Okay. So, God bless you guys. Stay tuned. Bye now.